Hello guys, it's me again, 2D Josh, and today we're going to talk about Extra Dimension, which is the anime that we've been working on. 3D Josh has been working on it. He was supposedly going to work on a slice of life anime, which is not exactly Extra Dimension, because Extra Dimension is a shonen action fantasy sci-fi genre kind of anime. So why change? Well, to be honest, the slice of life anime is supposedly was planned to be called That's Life, Deal With It. So we were planning to make it relatable to high school and, you know, everyday life in school, just like pretty much every slice of life anime out there, with comedy of course. It's no fun without comedy, unless you're a drama. So we changed it to Extra Dimension, which is actually the original anime that 3D Josh wanted to do in the first place. He just changed it into Slice of Life because Slice of Life is much more easier to animate because it's all just talking and walking. There's not much to animate there, so it's pretty much easy to do. But we changed our mind because we figured I think that might be boring. I mean, if the story is good, it might not be boring, but I think people, exactly kids, I mean like you guys, I'm not saying that you are all kids, but most of you are, most likely have fun with action. After all, most of my stop motions, other animations are mostly actions, and those are the most viewed. Pretty much, it's gonna be much more interesting if I made an action genre. So, let's get into the characters and the anime, what it's all about. So right here we have is the first official poster, I guess, cover of the anime I'm doing. This was made back in 2016. Yeah, as I read there, it was made in 2016. I was in grade 9 high school, and I originally planned this to be Dimensional X Saga, which kind of sounds weird, but back then I said it's an awesome name, Dimensional X Saga, and I want them to be hero type that had superpowers that naturally, just like mutants and X-Men, and then they're going to go on a school where they can train and hone their skills and become awesome heroes. But apparently, later in 2016, My Hero Academia was out, and well, it's pretty much almost the same as my idea, so oh man, guess I better change my idea. And so yeah, I changed it. I guess it's going to be something like Disaster on Earth. I'll explain that later, but for now, this is the characters. This is main Red Spark, the main heroine. Her powers are electricity, speed. She's pretty much just like the Flash, but of course I'm going to change it a little because the Flash is already a cool hero, and let's just say that she's lightning electricity. She's fast. Okay, that's it. She's fast, and she can pretty much Pikachu mixed with Flash. And so we have Aiden Arc, which is the cousin of the main hero. He's actually pretty talented, pretty OP character. He's pretty much going to be the Levi of this series. His main weapon is gonna be a sword made out of shadow, which is pretty cool, I guess. It's gonna look like a dark shadow. Oh my god, My Hero Academia again, dark shadow, Tokoyami. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty much dark shadow. But he can also do bunch of like healing magic, fire, whatever. Then we got the main character, which looks like me, but you know, this is the first version of him, so you've probably seen in the thumbnail that he is not going to look like this, but from the first time I did this, he's supposedly going to look like this. I mean, look, it's my jacket, and it looks like me. But yeah, I made a lot of versions of this guy. His name was first I named him 18 Ozam, which is the last name supposed to be awesome, so I made it Ozam. But it just kind of sounded weird, so instead I'm going to make I changed his name into Chris Mark Jason, which is, I don't know, I think it's kind of unique, but maybe it'll be fine. So yeah, I actually made it a manga. Keep calm and read with a function embrace. Never mind, that word sucks. These are the eyes. There's the main character, Chris. Lordon. Oh wait, I forgot Lordon. Okay, the other hero at the back. He's supposed to be an artificial intelligence made by the main character's dad before he died in the past. So I plan that there's going to be a prequel of this series, like a extra dimension Zero, because pretty much there's every prequel in the animes are all named Zero. In the No Game No Life Zero, Fairy Tail Zero, Fate Zero, everything is Zero. So anyway, yeah, so I made a whole, this was chapter 1. I didn't get to do chapter 2. I don't know why, but I guess I'll just make it a novel instead and then write the whole story and then make it an anime. It was pretty cool. So they're pretty much fighting. Okay, I haven't talked about Lordon yet. Lordon's power, I already said he's an AI, that he's a unique android. He can change his body or shapeshift into weapons, which is, and okay, he belongs to the main character, the Chris, because in this world I planned it that the students are required to have a special main weapon in order to get to the school, to the academy. Okay, whatever. I know it sounds like My Hero Academia, but let's just forget it. In this time of era, there is nothing original. Everything is pretty much stolen now. The main character is a little kid that is pretty useless. Okay, not entirely useless, but let's say that he's weak and he's not very smart, but what makes him special is that he still wants to keep fighting. He just wants to get his dream. His dream is to become a Guardian Ranger. The name, I got it from my friend. I told him to make a cool name and he said it's Guardian Ranger, and I said okay, Guardian Ranger it is. So they're gonna be called Guardian Rangers. That's what they're aiming to be. And apparently there is no weapon that can match his DNA, or like there's nothing that on his equal power. So he's pretty much the weakest of them all in the school, because no weapon even wants to be in. And because having no weapon, he can't enroll. But apparently his dad used to be an awesome guy. Oh shit. Okay, how do I explain this? His dad was an awesome guy that makes a lot of high-tech cool stuff, but the problem is, because of the family, like I said, his cousin, if you remember, I told him he was a arcane magic powers. That's because the family has some sort of magical inheritance, but apparently his dad, the main character's dad, doesn't inherit any powers, so he's like discrimination. So what he did to improve his life is to build weapons and awesome technology, and his greatest creation was Lordon, which is this artificial intelligence. And later, Chris Mark will be able to get his hands on Lordon, and that will be his weapon, which is the ultimate weapon that can change itself to many different kinds of weapons, unlike other ordinary students who has only their main weapon to fight, while he has multiple weapons that change it. Isn't that really cool? So anyway, so yeah, I also got a chibi version, which looks like my chibi avatar. Okay, so that was the first version of Chris Mark. And then I made another version, which is this one. I couldn't think of something that looks cool. I tried to make different kinds of hairstyles, but I don't know. It's just sometimes it just look like it doesn't look right. So I made a lot of different versions, and I even made this version, which is the simple version, and it just doesn't look really right. I mean, but then in the end, I came up with that one, which is this guy, and I think it looks okay. And then later, I kind of like it, so I said, okay, let's use this one. It looks great, right? Especially when colored. So yeah, that's how I made. I did the buildings. I was thinking that they were going to an apartment house, Chris Mark. So this will be the floors. It will be on the 3rd floor, as I planned. This is the side of the building, and this is how the building looks like outside. Let's see. Villains. I tried to think of what kind of great villains would make. I don't know. I'm still thinking how about nasty villains. Then I was thinking if I should make them wear uniforms in the school. But these looks like ordinary uniforms. Maybe not, after all. There's Lord on there. So, okay. Now the side characters. We've got this, which is Sonda Milage. Sonda Milage. She's pretty much going to be main Red Spark's best friend, childhood friend. No, not child, best friend, just best friend, because main Red Spark is Chris Mark's childhood friend, which I planned later. They might grow some romantic relationship, maybe, but that's going to take a while because this is an action genre, by the way. So it's going to focus on action more than romance, but it's going to have some romance in it. Then there's the other character, which is Anthony. I'm still thinking of the last name, but his name is Anthony, or should be called Tony. Don't worry, it's not Iron Man, but yeah, Anthony Tony. That's the name. And I haven't drawn him in the sketch, but I just drew him on the spot in the animation. So for now, anyway, I guess that'll be what I'm going to release for you guys. I'm still having trouble with finalizing this story. I'm still thinking it needs improvement because I might get some plot holes and stuff. So yeah, and also about animating it into a series, I'm not so sure because honestly, it's been 2 weeks since I've animating this opening theme song that doesn't exactly have a song, it's just a soundtrack. It's really tiring. I mean, I have to do it whole day straight for 2 weeks, and it's only 2 minutes. Oh my god. But yeah, maybe I'll continue the anime, but I'll try to make it less animation. I was thinking I should make it into a visual novel, you know, just like how my avatar Chibi 2D Josh is talking to you guys. Maybe I'll do it like that, and then the action scenes, maybe I'll do a little bit of animating. That's just what I think, especially since I'm going to college this year. It's going to be really tough to do an anime series all by myself, and then going to school and doing jobs and, you know, housework, a lot of stuff. So it's a lot of responsibility. So I'm not Spider-Man. I don't have great powers. So yeah, that'll be it, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and this is Extra Dimension, the making. Huh, that sounds cool. Okay, maybe I'll name it like that. Thank you guys, bye bye, leave a like and subscribe.